MASL would like to welcome you to tonight's presentation of Major Arena Soccer League on MASL TV. I'm Peyton Behrens. Thanks so much for joining us tonight at the accesso ShoWare Center in Kent, Washington. It's the Tacoma Stars playing host to the Empire Strykers for the third time so far this season, and a tale of two stories when it comes to their seasons. Right now, Empire sitting towards the bottom of the table, and they only have 2 wins to their name. For me personally, I see a defensive battle between these two sides. You have the top 2 goalkeepers in goals against average. Brian Orozco, who's currently leading that statistic, and Luis Beretta right behind him in second place. The last time these two teams faced off at the accesso ShoWare Center, it was a 3-2 defensive battle, thanks to the likes of guys like Logan Jones, who's leading this Tacoma Stars defense each and every game. Logan Jones is a fantastic defender. He's going to have his hands full tonight. Empire, they're going to be throwing numbers forward constantly throughout this game. Watch out for the likes of Marco Fabian, Justin Stinson, etc. as this Empire team really looks to get their season back on track. The Tacoma Stars kicking off next, right around the corner against the Empire Strykers. Don't go anywhere. It's MASL TV.
Out here in the Pacific Northwest, every jersey is made with care right here at home. Crafted for the Tacoma Stars and teams across the
Tacoma Stars hosting the Empire Strykers, and since the recording of the pregame show, we have since got rosters in the house tonight, and there's not a lot of familiar faces that we were expecting from this Empire side. So we have no Marco Fabian, no Brian Orozco, no Robert Palmer in the house. It's going to be somewhat interesting on the Empire side of things when it comes down to it for this game, Cole.
Yeah, it's going to be a different game altogether. We know how the Strykers like to play. Last time they were here, they executed the game plan. The Stars were able to come out on top, but at the end of the day, someone else is going to need to step up and be a performer in goal, in defense, and in attack. So it's going to be an interesting dynamic here for sure.
Tacoma Stars are out on the field wearing blue jerseys tonight. They're on the left side of your screen. The Tacoma Stars starters go as following. Luis Beretta is in the goal. Been dealing with some injuries throughout the last few weeks of the season. So good to see Luis back between the sticks tonight. Chase Hansen, Alex Caceres, Jamel Cox, Kai Briscoe, and Mike Ramos are the starting 6 for the Tacoma Stars. On the other side of things, Brandon Gomez is going to get the start in goal for Empire. Leo Hernandez, Justin Stinson, Abdul Manzare, Steven Chavez, and Felipe Dutra are the 6 for Empire. Cox makes a run down the top of your screen. Cox, right foot shot. Gomez with a foot save. Hansen puts it back into danger off the windows. Header back into the middle, and here's the first breakout for Empire. Pushing is Manzare. Manzare to the corner now. Trapped by Caceres. Beretta off of his line. He's on his back. Caceres settles. Stinson, wearing the captain's band, takes away from the Tacoma Stars captain, Alex Caceres. Dutra on the ball now. Manzare goes for a change. Tacoma Stars wearing special edition Tacoma-themed jerseys tonight. Bouncing ball, Beretta comes out of it. Tacoma scripted across the chest of the shirt with the skyline underneath and a diagonal stripe across the chest. These jerseys will be up for auction on the LifeSource app. Beretta's clearance is going to get restarted to the top of the arc as it was in the defensive third.
Yeah, uncharacteristic there from Caceres as it was just a lazy back pass. Beretta was assessing his options forward. Didn't really like the rollout initially to Hernandez. Puts himself in a little bit of a tricky situation here early on.
Stinson over the ball. Takes a shot. Beretta, 2 hands on it and settles it back down.
Really great save there. Kind of rectifying his mistake. And on the other side on the ball now, Gomez as he drives one deep to the boards.
No handball called as thought by the Tacoma Stars, but the shot from DeLeon goes over the top.
It was rather routine in the end. It was a well-struck ball off to the side of the wall, but I was trying to get a mention in there earlier. Brandon Gomez, different goalkeeper in between the sticks tonight, and Orozco, who we've been used to seeing. It's a really great save from him initially. It's always good to get a feel of the ball as early as possible when you're a goalkeeper that doesn't have many minutes, so really strong start.
Gomez, his 2nd start of the season, his 6th appearance across all competition. But we've seen this team kind of interchange their goalkeepers in between quarters. But getting the start tonight, and we'll see if he plays the majority of the game. Orozco did not make the trip, did not make the roster for Empire here tonight. Clayson DeLima is the backup. 1 game played so far this season for DeLima. 49 career MASL games under his belt. Ball inward. Romero tried to get the heel flick from Misa Lopez. Lopez taken off of his feet. No whistle call. He was looking for one. Hansen plays back for Caceres. Stars trying to settle.
Sorry to cut you off there. That's such great defensive work there. Combination of a double team, just relentless in their pressure.
luckily, Beretta plays that off the boards, and the deflection off Steven Chavez allows him to pick up. Gomez lobs the ball forward that allows his team to go for a change. Jones didn't pair up well with Ramos, but the ball did squeak all the way down to the corner, and it gave Ramos a shot at it. Here's Cox. Jones sat very deep. Jones. Misa Lopez is making a great run through the center of your screen. Hansen splits with Correa. Here's Cox on a good curling run. Cox's shot. Gomez with a save falling to his right.
Beautiful interchange there. Adrian Correa is so crafty when he's in possession of the ball, and Cox is always so willing.
Up the wall, Alami. Jones falls. Beretta under good pressure. Here's Lopez. Had Hernandez in his back. Correa waits for just a little bit of pressure. It's Somo in front of him. This is Caceres. Good build-up play from the Tacoma Stars entering the attacking third. Romero, left foot curler. It was looking for Nani Mendoza, but cut off well. Hansen made work of an ugly situation against the wall. Ramos' shot's wide. Here's a breakout opportunity for the Empire Strikers. Ramos chases it down well. Romero does enough to get his body in the way. Anthony Powell had a one-on-one opportunity with Beretta until Mike Ramos intervened. Take a look at this here. Ramos is going to get a strike before this ball ends up poking out the other way.
Just a wide open game at the moment here. Both teams just ever so willing in their press, and really is free flowing, and it's fun to watch for sure.
Mendoza gets possession taken off his foot. Chavez for Stinson. Over halfway through the first quarter, 1-0 as it stands. Kai Briscoe the lone goal. and take a break. We'll come back, break down this goal right after this on MASL TV.
Right now we have Peyton
Out here in the Pacific Northwest, every jersey is made with care right here at home. Crafted for the Tacoma Stars and teams across the nation. Built to perform on the big stage. I'm proud to wear Prototype Sports, the official uniform supplier of the Tacoma Stars.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. MASLsoccer.com. Peyton Barron's Cole Weaver here. The Tacoma Stars are level with the Empire Strykers. It was Tacoma who got out to the 1-0 lead thanks to Kai Briscoe, but Ali Somo just leveled the game 1-1. Cole, you mentioned before the break it was free-flowing. It was an open game. The ball was going back and forth either side. Nobody's got a foothold in this game. That's what we love to see in indoor soccer. I mean, free-flowing and open, that's the name of the game.
Absolutely, and Ali Somo took a bow. He was so casual with his finish. Just a quick feint, causing his defender to stick out a leg and ultimately found the angle. And just no-nonsense finish. And that's exactly what they needed before the media timeout, to allow themselves to regroup. Now that team talk was a little bit more positive. You felt like they weren't really creating any sort of clear-cut chances. But now they're on level playing ground.
I will say, if there's ever a good time for a media timeout, it's right after you concede a goal. Becker being able to go in there and break things down right after conceding, I mean, I think that's the best time to concede a goal.
Yeah, extremely valuable for both sides, I would say.
Caceres over the ball. He's got Hansen to his left. Jamel Cox comes onto the field. Mike Ramos and Adrian Correa. Caceres goes short off the boards. Hansen was pressured by goalkeeper Gomez. Wasn't able to get a clean touch on that one. Tacoma Stars 5-0 at home so far this season. 0-3 on all road trips, including a bad loss at Empire. Here's a turnover in the defensive half. Caceres was the one who turned it over. Beretta makes a good right-handed save. Little stickers come down off the wall, so we're going to have a shortstop in play. But Empire, that's probably the second opportunity where they've been either 2-on-1 with the goalkeeper or 1-on-1 and did not capitalize.
Yeah, and another errant pass from the captain, and it's extremely uncharacteristic. We know that he's been handling some injury problems for the past couple weeks. Let's see if that continues to affect him this evening.
Correa tries to go up the boards past Dutra. Those two weaving in and out with each other. Hernandez with a strike. Gomez gets low.
Simple in the end, but good strike from the big man Hernandez. This is the free-flowing soccer that you mentioned before, and we love to see this and expect this to continue with how this game has started.
I would say Tacoma has outpossessed Empire so far tonight in this first quarter. We haven't seen a whole lot of Empire bringing Gomez forward and holding possession the way that they do. Diaz beats Hernandez. His shot blocked away by Beretta. Stinson runs onto it. Misa Lopez sticks in a challenge. Strykers keep possession. This is the best spell so far that we've seen, is them be able to get an attack, hold possession, and kind of dictate the game and the tempo the way that they want to.
There's a strong save there from Beretta, just putting the knee to the ground and covering his bases.
Hernandez, right foot shot. It's off the windows, and it finds Stinson on the far side. He tries to go past Correa, finds Mendoza, and pulls it back. This is Walter Diaz. He's going to take another shot at Nestor Hernandez. Twists and turns Hernandez. He toe pokes it off the short board. Correa sent it sky high. Couldn't get the clearance past Ramallo. Diaz with another opportunity. Correa pokes it away. Wonder if the Stars have picked up on the scouting report of Walter Diaz. Hit the boards to recenter the ball. Time after time, he's going to do it again here.
This is really patient work by the Strykers and just wearing out the legs of that defensive unit, unable to get off the pitch. Question really remains, can they capitalize? Got about a minute left to do so.
Mendoza to pressure Gomez. He sends the ball long and diagonal. Stinson's header up into the netting. Stars gonna go for a big change.
Yeah, and that's really down to the goalkeeper Gomez just bailing out and dumping the ball into the boards long. I would have liked to see him keep his composure, maintain the possession, and now it's gonna give the Stars an opportunity to come the other way.
Ramos. Gomez cleans it up.
Just inches away there. Romero was clean through on goal, just couldn't quite extend the leg to bring it under his spell.
Hansen goes forward for Ramos. 30 seconds for the Stars to retake the lead. Cox back for Caceres. "16 seconds with the ball out of play till we hit the end of the quarter." Caceres asks for a little bit of breathing room. Ramos pushed off the ball. 10 seconds to play in the quarter. Dutra upset with himself there. The Stars have a free kick opportunity. They haven't been special on these so far this year.
Yeah, Dutra just being a little bit too over-aggressive, and I think he's frustrated with the decision more so than himself. I think he believes he got the ball, and the replay may indicate he did, but nevertheless, great opportunity at the end here to take the lead.
Hansen on the run-up. The wall disappears, and Cox puts it in the upper bins. Just before the end of the first quarter, the Stars capitalize on a free kick, and they take the lead. Incredible stuff.
Que golazo, Juice. What a goal that is. Laying it off so casually. He makes the wall bait, and that's so important to open up the space. You know, I almost thought he was going to go for the shot himself when that happened, but he elected to go to the veteran Juice, and no nonsense finish once more. Finds the curling effort and bends it into the top corner. Exactly how they want to finish the period. 2-1.
Briscoe misses the header. 1 second remains. The horn sounds. The Tacoma Stars take a lead going into the half. It's the Tacoma Stars 2. It's the Empire Strykers 1. The end of the first quarter. You're watching MASL TV.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
Welcome back into the Accesso ShoWare Center.
Seems like they almost get themselves bailed out by dumping a ball into the boards and kind of a careless giveaway or hitting it off the net. I think the Stars have done a really good job so far, and if this game continues, I would expect the Stars to walk away with it a little bit further, but I also would very much expect the Strykers to right the ship and allow themselves back in this game and make it a little bit more even.
Two teams will switch sides of the field. So now you'll see Strykers going left to right across your screen. They're wearing the all-white jerseys. The Tacoma Stars wearing the all-blue. And you can bid on these Tacoma Stars jerseys by using the Live Source app. Download the Live Source app, select your location to Kent, Washington, and you will see all these Tacoma Stars jerseys as worn by the players up for auction. Be sure that you jump on and bid on your favorite players tonight. Ball off the bottom of the scoreboard. You don't see that every day, but it's going to be a free kick in favor of the Tacoma Stars right underneath where it touches up on the board.
And that's kind of what I was just mentioning. And just an opportunity to hold possession and just a careless move, careless back pass, and the need to dump it, and all of a sudden the Stars are on the ascendancy.
And pardon me, it's a reset to the attacking line. Hansen on the run-up, finds Romero. Caceres with a shot. It's well blocked by Gomez. Stinson wants to go up the wall. Ball played into the middle. Here's Cox. Goes around one, finds Romero. Hansen plays the ball to the corner. Ramos chases it down. Here's Mendoza. Ramos gets around Dutra. Shot blocked. Romero goes all the way back for Beretta. Mendoza, a lot of real estate in front of him. Couple of step overs and not doing much. He's gonna back this ball back out and swing. Jones fresh onto the field. Beretta not available, already used a back pass during this buildup. Here's Lopez. Chip ball, Jones the target, outside the foot, that ball just behind him.
That's a great outlet here.
Powell chases it down, shoulder to shoulder with Hernandez. Jones thought he had space in front. Empire was out on a change. Jones takes himself to the corner. Ball deflected as Cox was the target. Curling ball looking for Ramos, headed away. Foul in the buildup as two teams were battling shoulder to shoulder. It was on Alex Caceres. Gomez long, Briscoe's header gives Beretta a chance to come out for it, and he catches. Good work by the goalkeeper. Cox a little handsy, and it's a foul and a free kick for the Empire Strykers.
Yeah, coming back to a moment ago there, because Gomez, almost every time he's received the ball, he's played that long, just looping service in, and it's really amounted to nothing. And I continue to say I'd like to see him maintain the possession and get himself involved in the attack a little bit more than he has been. Here he is once more. Let's see if he does it again.
Keeps it low, runs it up the carpet.
Yeah, it's much better because now they have the chance to continue to press forward instead of just aimlessly hoping for something to happen in a corner.
This is Gratterall. Eddie Nah, Manny Nicasio getting some minutes. Didn't see much of them in the first quarter, if at all. Nicasio picks up a foul. Quick restart. De La Torre plays fast.
Yeah, that's brilliant from De La Torre there. He saw the double team, knew his goalkeeper was going to be under pressure if he gave it to him, and got the job done himself.
Foul called on Stars number 34, Manny Nicasio. For Nicasio, his first foul of the line.
A lot of possession in this neutral third for the Empire Strikers. Haven't been able to cross that attacking third threshold and put a lot of pressure on Luis Beretta.
Watch the roll of Eddie Nah here on the near side of your screen as he's almost baiting the pass to the goalkeeper when he comes high.
Nah gets beat. Diaz carries. Turns and looks back. Empire maintains possession. This is Chavez.
And once more, he's got a dual roll just to see if he can maybe dismay the pass wide, and they're keeping it. All the players versus players. Goalkeeper hasn't gotten involved yet.
Thought about the right foot strike, pulls it back. Chavez. Hernandez swings. Stinson goes back for Gomez. It's patient play here for the Empire Strikers, and it feels a little bit like what we saw the last time these two teams were at the ShoWare Center. 3-2 game that night in favor of the Tacoma Stars. First quarter of that night also finished 2-1, and both teams put up a goose egg in the second quarter.
The game has definitely become much more tactical, I would say, as opposed to physical.
Here's a left foot strike. Beretta with this ball up. He's going to hit another left foot shot. Beretta makes another good save. Nah chases this down. Hansen's going to try and shield, let Beretta get this. Manzaré applying good pressure. Questionable throw by Beretta, but it's cleaned up by Ramos. Give and go with Mendoza. The Stars trying to make the most of it. The chested ball goes back to Gomez.
On that break, but he elected to go himself, and I just don't think that was the right decision. Needed to be done a little quicker, though.
Yeah, he settled that ball to the carpet, and I thought the play would have been taken on the bounce.
I felt the same. Little pop over the top, and could have been a really nice counterattacking goal.
Powell walks it forward and plays back for Hernandez. Ramalho. Hernandez. Powell, you could see he wants to do something. He's waiting for his moment. And he's eager, he's urgent to do something here, but then nothing opens up for him.
Yeah, part of the reason you can see Caceres wanting him to come in field as he gets picked almost. He's able to go down the boards, but he has the cover to support him.
Cox plays himself on the break. He's got Misa Lopez to his right. He's going to bring this ball back out, and the Stars are going to try and get a little spell of possession themselves.
Yeah, I think that's the right decision. The Juice could have gone off on a run as he usually does, but he made the mature decision to check back and allow for some subs, but another errant pass from Caceres.
You know, Cox is one of those ones who went off on the sub. I thought maybe he took a step in the direction of the run and thought, let's bring this one back. The bench is sounding quite nice. Alami. Left foot strike, Beretta. Great save, and Mendoza with a little chest pass back to him. Caceres, heavy touch forward. He's able to get himself back on the ball. Maybe a turnover. Alami's taken off of his feet. There's the whistle. So it's a dangerous free kick here for the Strykers. Curious to see how they're going to operate on this one.
Yeah, difficult. Caceres just a little bit out of sorts, and you know he's such a high-quality player where anytime you see him make a mistake, it's an anomaly. You know, he's one of those. He doesn't misplace a pass. He's usually very sound defensively. He's in the right place at the right time, but it's just a couple strung-together mistakes that might be costly.
Stinson may have a strike on goal here. This is a good area for him. He does, and Beretta gets a hand on it, pushes it off of the windows. Justin Stinson, just such a fun player to watch.
Yeah, I think flair is a word to describe.
Alami, right foot. Caceres doing a good job on Munir Alami. Here's a right-footed strike from Stinson again. Caceres pokes off the wall and finds Jones. Had his back to the goal, so he elected to drop for Hansen. Quick little give and go. Has Jones solo into the attack. Bangs it off the boards. Nobody home as everybody went for a change. Jamel Cox doing some heavy lifting on the high press. Under 5 minutes to play in this first half. Ramos gets beat. This is Walter Diaz. Couldn't split Adrian Correa. And here's Correa now on the breakout. Drops, plays back, goes for a change. Stars get Briscoe onto the field. And Nicasio jumps on. Kai Briscoe had our opener tonight unassisted. Ali Somo has the lone goal for the Empire Strikers, and it was Jamel Juice Cox who scored just before the end of the first quarter to retake the lead. Nicasio picks up a foul against the wall. And we might get a quick stoppage in play as it looks like Manzaré is down, clutching a shoulder, clutching an arm. Here's another look at that foul.
Yeah, tangle of legs, and Nicasio lashes out a little bit on the boards.
I'll tell you, MASL is not one of the places that you want to be pushed down to the ground. You know, a couple inches of ice underneath this turf. It's a rough surface out here.
Yeah, we're talking about a pregame. That turf is not friendly.
Powell turns it himself and gets the toe poke goal. What a spot for the Empire Strikers. They level it again. It's 2-2 here at the ShoWare Center. 4:08 to play in the first half, and the Strikers have us level yet again going into the media timeout. We'll be back right here on MAS.
Welcome to Zenith Sports and Techie. I'm Paul Hansen.
And I'm Philip Luntz. So what's special about the Techie ball is a size 3, but a weight of a size 5. which would make it a challenging and fun to use. Like Paul said, doing practices on your own time.
What I know about this ball is whether you're starting out at age 5, or you're an old fart like me, or a younger fart like Philip. This ball is something that's going to take your ability when you practice with it and then go use a regulation ball. It's going to increase your comfort, increase your technical ability, increase your speed. Welcome to Techie.
Out here in the Pacific Northwest, every jersey is made with care right here at home. Crafted for the Tacoma Stars and teams across the nation. Built to perform on the big stage. I'm proud to wear Prototype Sports, the official uniform supplier of the Tacoma Stars.
Go Stars!
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
Welcome back to the Accesso ShoWare Center in Kent, Washington. Peyton Barron's, Cole Weaver. It's the Tacoma Stars 2, the Empire Strykers 2. 4:08 to play in this first half. It's been pretty back and forth. We've seen a little bit from both these sides, and now we got ourselves a level game yet again. Empire won't say die on the road.
Yeah, and the last goal there, as we were just entering the media timeout, came from the goalkeeper initially. It was one of those long balls we've been talking about, but it came from a different place on the field. And I think that's really important. As the Stars were a little bit more stretched, we saw Anthony Powell get himself in a little pocket of space, quick, clever roll, and he buried it in the end. So we continue this ebb and flow type of game.
Briscoe, full sprint, gets shoved to the ground. Manzare turns one around Hansen. Strykers going the other way.
Kai Briscoe's so tough. Got bullied into the boards, got straight up, and immediately hit a 40-yard sprint back the other direction.
Gomez over the halfway line. He's going to rip a strike, and it's just wide past the far post. Left foot Chavez. Ball rolling. Beretta onto the goal line. Great save. Inches from the Strykers taking the lead.
And Mansoret couldn't quite get enough heat on the ball. He got the roll in the right direction, but it was slow.
Chavez again drops back. Mansoret, curler, Beretta pushes it away while he's on the ground. Here's a long ball out of the back. Lopez chests it. He tries to go over Somo. He's taken down with a hug. We shouldn't see any sort of infraction further than just that. And that, I mean, no blue card offense.
Yeah, and that's the release that the Stars needed. Really clever play from Lopez, just getting his body involved and keeping the ball out of the reach of Somo, but here comes Cox.
Cox hit a massive left-footed shot that was deflected away, and my goodness, the deflection had horsepower on it from Dutra. Romero getting bullied in a double team. Little scrum against the glass. Striker's going to come out with it. This is Hernandez. Splits one through Caceres. Alami toe poke. Beretta gets a knee down, makes the save, and a quick rollout for Caceres.
Alami, all he could do was get that toe poke off, and it just, again, didn't have the power to really beat Beretta.
Gomez read that ball well as it was coming into his area. There's a collision with when Diaz subbed onto the field, and he wanted a foul to be called. Don't think he's going to get that one off the ball. Team maintained possession. 90 seconds to play in this first half. Stinson goes long distance with this curling ball, but the one bounce off the turf, it's going to go up into the netting over the glass above Beretta's head. Whistle blown, Stars gonna have a free kick.
The foul is called on umpire number 47, Antonio de la Torre. Second foul.
Caceres, he's gonna jog over to be on top of the ball.
Seconds remaining in the first half. 60 seconds.
Ramos, Briscoe, Hansen, Cox, Caceres. Those are the 5 on the field right now for the Stars. Ball bounces off the glass. Gomez gets a bad touch. Briscoe waited for it in the center, taken off of his feet by Alame. Here comes Munir Alame. Briscoe recovers. Chavez now lays off to his left. Stinson tries to play off the boards, looking for a little Wallace-Scora action. Beretta makes the catch. Throws out for Cox. What a touch by Jamail to bring that down. Cox on his right foot. Lopez on the deflection. Briscoe called for the foul. De La Torre was the victim.
Foul starts number 24, Kai Briscoe. For Briscoe, his first foul.
Rivers intercepts. Correa lays off for Kyle Rivers. Rivers is in behind. Kyle Rivers! Great save by Gomez! This is Cox, under 5 seconds left in the half. This ball's cleared away to safety. Kyle Rivers just had a chance to make things 3-2. So we sit this at 2-2 after one half has been played. Tacoma Stars, Empire Strykers are level. Just a minute, we'll go down to the field with Adam Becker for our halftime coaches interview, so stand by. Tacoma Stars, Empire Strykers in-house stats show 9 shots on goal for Tacoma, 15 shots on goal for the Empire Strykers. Nonetheless, we are all level at 2. It's been a good opening half hour.
Chavez.
I thought it was a gutsy call, but you trust your team.
Oh, Reagan almost got it over Willie B, who flew into the air like Superman to snare that one.
Serta with a nice move. Pereira couldn't quite get there on the distribution.
Squad to any of our away games yet. Part of it is resting guys, making sure they're healthy, for the entire season. But the biggest part is getting young guys like Cale Spence, Manny Nicasio, Misa Lopez, Douglas Lima, Christian Fernandez, all into lineups as early as humanly possible because they have such few games under their belt.
Christian Fernandez, let's talk about him. First ever
put it home. Tacoma pulls out the unlikely 7-6 comeback win over St. Louis. It was a big week for San Diego, who traveled east. First stop was Baltimore. The Blast shot out of the gate, scoring the first 3 goals of the game, but the Sockers rallied back, scoring 5 in a row. San Diego showing its resilience. They take down the Blast 9-6. The next day, the Sockers were in Utica, and again, they were down early by 3 goals. Once again, though, they managed to rally back. Boris Pardo, huge between the posts for San Diego as they scratch and claw for the 4-3 win over UCFC. Empire was in desperate need of a win against Tacoma, and their offense finally woke up in this one. They were absolutely dominant, scoring a season-high 10 goals. Marco Fabian had a marker, and Alan Perez paced the Strykers with 4 points. He was the game's first star as they thumped Tacoma 10-3. 2 of the league's oldest rivals locked horns once again in Kansas City as the Comets hosted the Wave. It was tight the entire way in this one, but ultimately the Wave just a bit too much, winning it 7-6. Mario Alvarez had 5 points for Milwaukee. And it was a special day and week for Comets broadcaster Nick Vassos. The city of Kansas City proclaimed January 8th to be Nick Vassos Day, and the Comets honored the longtime broadcaster during the game. 30 years Nick has been calling games for the Comets. Congratulations, buddy. One big matchup this weekend, the spotlight. San Diego travels to Milwaukee to face the Wave, arguably the league's top 2 teams so far. The Wave knocked off 8-4 in their lone meeting of the season back on December 7th. Kickoff is 7:05 p.m. in Milwaukee. Let's take a look at your scoring leaders thus far. Zach Reggett continuing to dominate with 23 points. His teammate Rayon Marquez second with 17. And then 3 guys knotted at 16 points apiece. Sanchez, Charlie Gonzalez, and from Baltimore, Donatos Mello to round out your top 5. Your players of the week: in goal, Boris Pardo from the San Diego Sockers. Offensively, his teammate Nick Pereira getting the nod, and defensively, Mario Alvarez, Super Mario from the Milwaukee Wave. Let's start with Nick. He had 4 points and was named the first star in the game as he helped rally the Sockers back from a huge deficit against the Blast. Mario Alvarez, fantastic against the KC Comets. He was also named first star in that game. 5 points in the contest, 2 goals and 3 assists. And in goal, Boris Pardo, fantastic between the posts. He stopped 11 of 12 shots against UCFC to help San Diego come back in that game. Your plays of the week now.
Back out wide, Silva, down low to Pinal. Option is Alves. Off the boards to himself. What a goal!
Tetsane to Nacho, cross to Reggett. Top shelf where Grandma keeps the cookies.
Danny Waltman was our first. Salami fires it. Que golazo!
Yuri calls his own number off the boards. Correa goes sliding. Cristo, wide open goal.
Chavez breaks out. Chavez speed. Chavez down the wing. He scores! Chavez, what a run to tie the game at 5!
Trust your team.
Oh, Reggett almost got it over Willie B, who flew into the air like Superman. Here comes Sanchez. Sanchez thought about it. Now he'll try the left-footed shot, and he rips it home. Sanchez is perfectly healthy. A left-footed blistering shot gives the Wave a 1-goal lead.
5 seconds on the clock. Caceres, it's a heel flick goal. Nani Mendoza levels it. If Beretta makes a save, Tacoma Stars have a win. Cristo on the run-up. He's wide. The Tacoma Stars fight this game off. They get a win. They stay perfect at home.
And that's all the time we've got for today. But just a reminder, all throughout the season, to stay up to date with everything that's going on in the Major Arena Soccer League, be sure to check out the league's official social media outlets. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Out here in the Pacific Northwest, every jersey is made with care right here at home. crafted for the Tacoma Stars and teams across the nation. Built to perform on the big stage. I'm proud to wear Prototype Sports, the official uniform supplier of the Tacoma Stars.
Go Stars!
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
Welcome back into the accesso ShoWare Center in Kent, Washington. Peyton Barron's, Cole Weaver, the Tacoma Stars are level with the Empire Strykers as we get things rolling in the second half. 30 more minutes between these two teams. Who knows, maybe we'll see another overtime thriller like we saw last week when the Stars hosted the St. Louis Ambush. Great ball up the wall. Beretta off of his line. This one's going to roll all the way around. Shocking that we didn't get any sort of call on that. The challenge flag is thrown. What a start to the half.
Straight to business, I guess. I mean, my initial reaction when I saw Beretta coming off his line, he looked late initially, but it's an awkward feeling as a goalkeeper. Once you rush, you have to commit. Once you get in the halfway zone, that's when problems occur. So fair play to him as he did fully commit. The question is, was there contact? And if there was, we're going to see some cards coming out here.
So we'll see a video review. It was Abdul Manzareh who was in behind. Caceres kind of got turned up the wall. I don't think he knew where Manzareh was.
Empire is challenging the call on the field of no call for a possible blue card. Previous play is under review.
Danny Waltman already has some gloves on, and he's going to get some warm-up reps in the goal during this video review. Take another look. Caceres gets beat up the wall. We will see how much video evidence we have of this collision.
The wall might be in the way. This might be tough. If we have another angle, the initial broadcast view here, this might be the one.
Beretta comes in with a trail leg. I don't see a world where that's not a blue card.
Yeah, and my initial reaction was that there is contact, and the goalkeeper's always going to claim there wasn't, especially when play is expected to continue initially. And the ball almost crept in the goal, mind you. You can see very clearly there.
And I thought the on-field decision, why we didn't hear an immediate whistle, was I thought we had advantage being played as if that ball maybe was going to roll into the goal and not necessitate that. We do have a decision rather quickly, but that's why I thought there was no initial whistle. And then I was surprised when we never came back to it after it missed out on the goal.
Yeah, pretty incredible how the coach's challenge needed to be thrown. But
after review, there is a tripping offense committed by the goalkeeper, number 0. Final decision. Blue card, 2 minutes, shootout.
So shootout on the way. Danny Waltman has to get between the sticks for this one. Beretta's going to head over to the penalty box. And we'll see how Waltman wants to approach this. Empire has an opportunity to go up 3-2 for the first time tonight, take a lead. Misa Lopez is going to jog over to the penalty box on the off chance that this play will continue, but you have Powell standing with the ball, 2 goals on the season. Danny Waltman called into action. Cole, this got to be one of the toughest things for a goalkeeper to do, fresh off the bench and in there for a shootout.
I've been put in that situation a couple times, but I'll tell you what, your adrenaline is on peak. And he has the opportunity to play hero here, and the crowd is definitely behind him as he is a Tacoma Stars legend. You live for these moments as a goalkeeper.
Here comes Powell. Waltman off his line. Waltman reaches out. Powell goes around him, and the Strykers have a 3-2 lead. Beretta's let out of the box. Waltman's going to head back to the bench, but Powell gives the Strykers all the command in the world here at the ShoWare Center.
And Powell was really calm. Danny Waltman, for a moment, I thought he was going to get that swiping foot on the ball. Powell just cleverly pulls it away, and he had an open net sitting directly in front of him. So difficult. Danny Waltman did almost everything he could. But play resumes, 3-2.
So Empire on the road. They're leading on the stat sheet. They're leading on the scoreboard. More shots on goal, more goals. Maybe tonight's going to be Empire's night. They are going to be the ones to dethrone the undefeated at-home Tacoma Stars. Jones turns, pops this ball over the top. Mendoza going forward. Mendoza on to goal. Mendoza's strike, and it's saved. It's pushed away. He had Ramos to his left, and he didn't use it. Correa goes forward. He overlaps Ramos. Hernandez with a touch back to Jones.
Gomez, what a save. I need to say it mid-round here. I mean, just fingertip stuff. It was a ferocious shot, and it needed to be saved. Pressure's not done yet here, though.
Correa off of Hernandez's pass. Lopez. Man, that would have been one heck of a comeback right there for the Stars.
What a reaction.
Trail after the shootout and then go down on the first possession when Mendoza goal. Lopez drops for Correa.
I don't think the game plan changes too much, though. I mean, it's always been back and forth. And the Stars have been really good in these moments to create opportunities.
Cox puts it on his right, takes a strike, he finds it! It's 3-3, Jamel Cox! He's got his second of the night.
And just like that, the commentator's curse falls the way of the Stars. The Juice, isolated 1v1, is such a dangerous man. And doing what he does best, just using the speed to his advantage and his precision and his finishing ability. The angle is so against him. And the goalkeeper does get a finger on it. He's probably not going to be too happy with himself when he sees that replay. But the Stars don't care. We're level.
What a strike from Jamel Juice Cox. And that's what Tacoma needs. I mean, this team is built on defenders, 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 and it's going to rely on guys like Jamel Cox and Mike Ramos to go and find the net. In order to get wins this season, Tacoma is going to need those guys to be the offense, especially with Tyler John on the bench, unavailable with his injury. Long ball, Gomez looking for Stinson, settles it. Briscoe in his back pocket. Here's Jones. Logan Jones looks for Eddie Nah. Has Chase Hansen making a run on the far side. Nah just behind him. Hansen off the wall, Jones in the middle. Jones turns, it's Nah, left foot strike, Stars that close to the lead. Going the other way. Strykers pull back, it's Alami. Diaz. Stinson. Stinson walks up on Jones, goes square.
I think it's important to point out, Peyton, that counterattack opportunity came from a Gomez long ball. I mentioned it in the first quarter.
Diaz brings it forward. I do think that this is a team that the Stars can counterattack, but they're definitely picky on their moments. De La Torre looks for a shot. He goes high.
Yeah, one of the beautiful things about this game in particular is the small tactical adjustments that are made by the players mid-game. And so if I'm on the field here, you know, one of the captains, Caceres in particular, potentially the goalkeeper who should be noticing these things.
Cox under heavy pressure in the corner. Cox somehow comes out of it. If he gets around another one, he's off to the races. Alami chasing him. Jamel Cox got out of trouble about 10 feet away from his own goal, surrounded by 4 shirts. Managed to dribble that ball over the midway stripe, and then he commits a foul.
Yeah, to finish my thought, though, you know, in those moments when something is working for you, you have to communicate it to your team, and especially if it's something that's controllable, like a goalkeeper coming forward. I'd want, in this particular circumstance, I'd want to bait him to hit that ball again, because it's working.
Here's that ball yet again off the windows. Alami the target. Bounces. Stars double team.
Yeah, in that instance, the Strykers did enough to counter the double team press and come out of it. But it's really when the Stars effectively have that double team and come away with the ball, those counterattacking opportunities are so advantageous for them.
Ollie Somo on the field right now for the Strykers. Got to keep an eye on him. Dangerous against these Tacoma Stars. Hernandez, the lone player forward. Everyone else back in support right now for Empire. Gratterall trying to get past Mendoza. Puts the ball on his left foot. Hernandez is going to push it out. Heavy touch off Somo's shin. Anytime you have Adrian Correa as your defensive point man, watch out for the counterattack. We talked a little bit about the counters already, but I mean, sneaky speed out of Adrian Correa. And when he's the top man, as he is right now defending, any ball poked out his way, and he might win a foot race.
Yeah, and he's pressing everything, too. I mean, he's got stamina for days, and he is known to be a pickpocket.
Alami wants to go at Nestor Hernandez. Jones comes over on the double team. Great work, Logan Jones. Gomez, driven long ball. De Leon drops back. Chavez. Jones gets the initial touch. Alami settles. Great play right now from the Strykers. 3-3 as it sits. Seen 2 goals so far this quarter. Mendoza called for a foul against the boards. He's going to go for a change. Briscoe, Rivers, Hansen, Jones, and Eddie Na are the 5 on the field for the Stars. Here's another look at that foul.
I think one of the biggest differences right now, the Strykers are taking care of the ball.
Diaz gets through 2. Hansen maybe pulled him. There's the whistle.
And once more, it's like it's on a string.
Take a look at this quick little dribble. Oh man, Hansen had nothing that he could do besides pull him from behind. Here's Diaz over the ball. Stinson behind him. Off to the left is De La Torre. Little roll back to Stinson. He has space. He's got a goal. Strykers retake the lead. Justin Stinson off the set piece gets the little roll back from Diaz, and he just finishes the opportunity.
Clever, creative, and clinical. That's how I describe that goal. Just really well worked as the back pass is disguised. I think everybody in the stadium here thought that was going to be off the boards or potentially just a direct shot on goal. Stinson, we mentioned him, fun to watch. What a finish.
Short little run up here and just quick roll back. It's just going to get Stinson away from the wall, and he just goes upper bins. Had some really clinical shots finished tonight.
Great finish. Yeah, this back and forth rhythm continues. See if the Stars are going to be able to continue to mount what is a continuous, I keep using the word, but just a continuous comeback. Feels like it has that flow through the game.
Stars scraping along here tonight. We saw something a little bit similar last week with St. Louis Ambush. Here's Ramos in the attack. Ambush were leading the game nearly the entirety of the game. The Stars kept leveling it, but then would fall a goal behind until there was 3 seconds left and Nani Mendoza found a little flick of a goal. But that entire night, the Tacoma Stars couldn't find themselves a grasp of being in the lead until they won the game.
Yeah, it was incredible stuff and extremely fun to watch. Nani Mendoza coming up as the hero on the night.
Retta's going to go long. Ramos waits on this curler. He tries the volley. Ramos plays it off the boards. It's back for Romero. That would have been something if Ramos would have been able to connect with it. Ramos taking off his feet. He's going to pin this ball against the wall. Whistle's going to be blown.
Route 1 stuff from the goalkeeper, Beretta. I mean, take nothing away from the art of that pass. There was a creative bend on it that moved it into the path of Ramos, and he did almost enough. He's giving a thumbs up to his goalkeeper right now off screen.
Caceres. Mendoza to his left. He goes for Mendoza. Mendoza mishits. He rolls it over. Coming out the other way, Powell. Goes square, hit the shot. It's just wide from Chavez. Hansen gets in the way, plays it behind Romero. Powell! Deflected off the top of the boards. Bodies go flying. Romero, he's out and running. No support though. All the Stars stayed back. Powell on top of the ball again. Powell puts it on his right foot. He beats Beretta. It's 5-3. The Stars are in trouble at home. And Powell has his second of the night. We've reached the media timeout. It's the Empire Strykers 5. It's the Tacoma Stars 3. 6:40 to play in the third quarter here at the ShoWare Center. You're watching MASL TV.
Paul Hansen, Zenith Sports and Techie. This is a size 3 and a size 5. That we have, because we don't have much time.
Society has an obligation to help others when others are struggling. Families can become distressed because they lose their father. Now a mother's forced to raise their 3 children. How does she get a job? How does she create the means to take care of her kids?
Go Galaxy.
For nearly 30 years, National Core and Hope Through Housing have changed the lives of hundreds of thousands of individuals, providing housing, offering hope, transforming communities. National Core and Hope Through Housing, building the future of community.
Welcome back to the accesso ShoWare Center. Peyton Barron's Cole Weaver. Empire Strykers just took a 5-3 lead over the Tacoma Stars, and it was a shot that ended up crossing up Luis Beretta. Powell finishes on it, but Beretta diving to his left, that ball squeezes past to the right. Must have taken some sort of deflection as it got through there. Yeah. Beretta's going to be frustrated with that one.
Yeah, I think he is. I mean, it's been a change in momentum in this game. We talk about momentum all the time, but Powell has really stepped up, and he's become a menace in those 1v1 situations. Now the question is, will the Stars have the ability in this next 6:40 to put the foot on the gas? And I think they need an early goal to do so.
Lopez trying to settle with his chest. Hernandez goes forward. Nah. You wonder if a guy like Misa Lopez might be somebody who can play target forward for the Stars. Listed as a defender. And there's a foul, push from behind. But he's been playing so well tonight with his back to the goal and chesting that ball down out of the air that you might be able to see a little target forward out of him.
Yeah, we brought him up a couple times, but this is where Tyler John can be so valuable in his physical presence.
Carrying the ball into the attack. Past Hernandez, Jones there. Correa. Romalo does enough to get a touch. His shot deflected by Beretta. Beretta now playing defense. Jones out wide for Correa. It might be a 3-on-1 rush. Correa shut down by Alami, but here's Jones on it. Stars reset. Alami has incredible track back speed.
Yeah, Adrian at full speed himself is something. And he caught up to him and got a tackle in. It's impressive stuff.
Mendoza cuts in, goes across the field for Briscoe. Long ball back to Mendoza. Usually you don't set up one of your shortest players on the field for a header, going back post. Briscoe did there, nearly connected with it. Ramos plays on. That ball might have come down off of his hand.
Yeah, it looked like he was surprised.
Here's Ramos. If the Stars capitalize, you may see a challenge flag again from Empire. They were successful in their earlier video review. Here's Mendoza. Briscoe. Cox makes a run onto the field. This ball's dropped back. Ramos waits for it off the wall. Juggling, thought he might go airborne. Caceres now, Briscoe.
Attention, please, if you're a kid and would like to join us on field at the end of the third quarter to assist us with our mini ball toss cleanup, please head to the
All the way back for Beretta.
section 108. Once again, if you're a kid and would like your
Hanson's long ball is just going to go into Gomez's area. Simple catch. Strykers will be on possession.
at section 108 right now. Thank you.
Gomez goes up the boards. Powell. Hernandez inward.
One of the biggest shifts in the game, those double team moments in the first half, the Stars came out with the ball almost every single time, and it created really great attacking opportunities. The Strykers in this half have done much better at somehow managing to wriggle away from those. So if that continues, we're going to continue to see possession spells like we are right now, and I expect the Strykers to really just stamp control of this game.
Lopez nearly picked the pocket of Gratterall. Still battling, but Lopez might have been off to the races.
Another example right there, just wiggles away from the challenge, continues to apply some pressure.
Gratterall scans and assesses. Now he's going to drive in a ball. This is Manzarek posting up Jones, drop back. Here's a strike from distance, and it's up and over Beretta's head. Ball recentered, and Beretta makes a diving catch. Ramos turns. Ramos on his right foot. Ramos on his left foot, and it's deflected up into the netting. Mike Ramos gets himself a little dangerous. Sometimes he can't carry a team all on his own shoulders. Caceres on this corner kick. Romero short, Nah behind him. Ramos and Hernandez on the far side of the goal. Caceres on the run up. And he wants to call a timeout, talk things over. Interesting spot for a timeout here. 2:04 to play in the third quarter. We still have all 15 minutes of the fourth quarter. You get 2 timeouts a game. The Stars might have wanted to keep both of those for down the stretch towards the end of the game when you need the 6th attacker to get onto the field. I don't know, Cole, if I love the use of the timeout in this situation.
I don't know if I do either. Maybe it's just a breather moment. You know, they've been working really hard in and out of possession. They've been on the defensive side more often than not. Looking at their set piece record throughout the course of the season so far, whatever they're cooking up, I hate to say it, has a low probability of actually working. So I would assume that this would maybe just be more of a mental and a physical reset as opposed to a tactical reset.
Tacoma Stars will have a free kick, a corner kick. On the field, they had Caceres, they had Yahir Romero, they had Mike Ramos, Nestor Hernandez, as well as Eddie Nah. We'll see if there's any changes to those 5. You got to imagine you want like a Nani Mendoza on the field in these sort of situations. We'll see what gets drawn up. Right now, looking around the huddle, I see Ramos, Misa Lopez, Hernandez, Kyle Rivers is in that mix, and Alex Caceres. I wonder if those are going to be our 5. And it looks like it's Caceres, Romero, Nani Mendoza, Mike Ramos, and Jones. So Hernandez comes off, Nah comes off, Mendoza and Jones on. And I think that that's the right choice. You get a couple of really good finishers in this set with Logan Jones, with Nani Mendoza, but Nani Mendoza might look to go over the ball with Alex Caceres.
Ball manipulation here is so vital, and I like the creativity that's standing over the ball right now.
So you got Mendoza with his back to the boards. Doesn't have a great spot to run up on a right-footed swing. He might run over this and then let Caceres run up on it. Mendoza back for Caceres. Caceres ball bouncing in the middle. Romero on the cleanup effort. Jones tried to throw a chicken wing out. Nothing too dangerous against Gomez's goal. Stars would love to get one back before the fourth quarter. Ramos had a good look, but didn't have the power behind it. Hindsight's always 20/20. Seeing the aftermath of that, would you take that timeout again?
I think it's a good timeout still. Yeah, it's hard to say. Now there's only 1:30 left. They were going to get a rest on the legs no matter. But it did allow for a little bit of a breather. We'll see if it pays off.
Gomez joined the attacking half of the field. Here's Diaz. Walter Diaz on his right foot. It's into the near post and up into the netting. Alani wants a deflection, but it's going to be a Stars restart. Hansen knocks this forward. First time, Cox finds Lopez. Stars now getting up to join the attack. This is Caceres. We're under a minute to play in the third quarter. Strykers lead 5-3. They got themselves 3 goals in this quarter alone. Hansen for Na. Up for Lopez. Lopez taken off his feet, no whistle. And his deflection rolls right into the hands of Gomez. Under 30 seconds before we reach our quarter intermission. This ball going forward. Alami with Hansen. Turnover, Caceres. Back for Hansen. Nah, he's got space in front of him. Chavez trying to intervene, 5 seconds. Chavez goes forward. That should be enough to get in between the quarters. Here's Na on the ball. His shot not off in time. It's the Empire Strikers 5. It's the Tacoma Stars 3. We'll step aside for a quick break. Don't go anywhere. You are watching MASL TV.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
Welcome back into the Accesso ShoWare Center in Kent, Washington. Right now, the visiting Empire Strikers are up 5-3 as we enter into the fourth quarter. And this is something that the Stars weren't expecting coming into tonight. Empire Strykers right now, two wins and 6 losses on the season. Tacoma Stars undefeated at home, but we got the script is flipped. And this is a little reminiscent of what the Tacoma Stars saw just over a week ago down in Empire, where Empire controlled. They dominated the game. Tacoma Stars struggled to get offense going. They got 3 goals so far through 3 quarters, but that's not enough to be successful in the indoor soccer. You got to be able to put the ball in the net, and the Tacoma Stars got 15 minutes to net at least 2 goals to push overtime. Cole, I mean, what are the keys here to get things going in the 4th?
Yeah, and one thing I think I just want to point out as well, the games that the Stars have won at home, for the majority, have been very close. And those could have gone any which way direction. The Stars have been here before, which is an advantage on their side. They know how to address these situations. But there will feel like a little bit of a desperation come in, I'd say maybe 5 minutes into the half if they haven't scored. So an early goal, it's an obvious one, but it's extremely important just to create the momentum, create the tempo. They get the crowd behind them. We have a pretty solid attendance here tonight in the ShoWare Center. I think combine all those factors, the Stars can get it done. But the Strykers will absolutely want revenge, as last time out here, they didn't quite get it done themselves.
Tacoma Stars have a tall task in front of them, but it's something that is capable. I mean, that game against St. Louis last week was an uphill battle all the way through, and the Tacoma Stars were able to see it through, find themselves a win in the shootout as they trailed nonstop throughout that game. Right now, 2 goals in that game. We saw the Stars go to a 6th attacker with about 6.5 minutes left, and it paid off. The Stars ended up getting their 2 goals when the 6th attacker was in play, in motion. They were able to get themselves back into it. So I'm wondering at what point tonight is it going to be that 6.5 minute mark following maybe the media timeout that we see the Tacoma Stars deploy the 6th attacker.
I'm also wondering who that 6th attacker will be. Caceres has not had his best night tonight, and we've typically seen him put on the shirt. So do I trust him in possession in a 6-man opportunity with how he's been playing tonight? Maybe not. So big decisions need to be made from Coach Becker.
Well, you see a lot of Jamel Cox in the 6th attacker shirt as well. So I think that, Jamel, easy choice right now for the Tacoma Stars to try and go to for this. .53, 15 minutes to play in regulation. Tacoma Stars, Empire Strykers, thank you for spending your Sunday night with us right here on MASL TV. Stars with a win in regulation can jump the San Diego Sockers in the standings. Stars sitting at 14 points currently. San Diego at 16. Here's Gomez, driven ball. A win for Empire doesn't move them really anywhere on the table, but it moves them in the right direction, getting a W in the win column. Stinson for Powell.
Yeah, Peyton, we talked about it pre-game as well. Strykers not having all of their weapons, so to speak. Missing a couple key players. I mean, we figured it would have to be a team effort tonight. It very much has been. I'd say the standout player for me so far has been Powell with those 2 goals. But they've performed very well as a unit, and that's always a positive takeaway on the road.
Jones's header goes forward. Rivers had to first keep it in play, made sure it didn't go into the bench, and then turned himself into a double team. Left foot strike, it beats Beretta. The Strykers have found number 6 tonight, and it's Walter Diaz. He has been all over the Tacoma Stars all night long, and the Strykers have put up 6 here at the ShoWare Center tonight.
Diaz has been slippery in possession anytime he gets the ball. And he also has the ability to just strike like a snake as he just did there. Just whips that left foot. Straight past Beretta. Beats him with power. And just a dead-end feel here in the ShoWare Center as their lead is now 6-3. This is a tall hill to climb now, Peyton.
Yeah, when Tacoma loses, Tacoma has lost big. Cox with a strike! Back post to Ramos! I thought he was going for the shot. He went for the pass. Ramos there to finish. The Tacoma Stars back within 2. I mean, no lead is safe in indoor soccer. The Tacoma Stars get one back. Just like that.
And we're back where we started. The crowd's behind them. People are feeling good. Quick goal. That's the exact reaction they needed. It's like nothing happened. But now, this is where I'd really like to see the Stars press. They need to ride this wave. You can see a little bit more pep in the step. Logan Jones is directing traffic.
Cox now has himself 2 goals and an assist tonight. Ramos gets his first of the night. Might need another Mike Ramos goal before the end of the night if the Stars want to get themselves competitive. Somo puts a shot off the wall. Correa trying to work himself out of a triple team. Hansen comes over to help. This ball keeps funneling up the wall. Stinson wants to go long. Alami wins that ball off Mendoza's head. All the way back for Somo. Rivers goes to ground. He picks the pocket of Somo. It's a 2-on-1. Rivers for Mendoza. Mendoza goes around Gomez. Mendoza! He gets the Stars 5th. They trail by 1. Nani Mendoza's got him back in the game.
Kyle Rivers, take a bow for your defensive work. Nani Mendoza does it again and bringing his team back in the game. He's so calm under the most intense pressure moments, sits the goalkeeper down and still has so much work to do. He finds the smallest corner as Chavez is guarding the near post.
And we will have video review on this play. Earlier, Empire used a video review and they were successful. They challenged the play that on Luis Beretta. It ended up being a goal after the shootout happened. So now we see the challenge flag yet again and we'll get another video review.
The call on the field is a good goal. Empire is challenging for a possible foul in the build-up leading to the goal. Previous play is under review.
So this is going to be on that challenge that Kyle Rivers had on the boards. Now, Rivers went to ground, and I don't think that there was initial contact when he went to ground. But then, as the attacker tried to turn out of it, which is Somo, I believe, Rivers was already on the ground and just put a foot in a good position to get the ball. I'm not sure if he clipped Somo based on the angle that I was able to see, but hopefully we can get some sort of conclusive evidence here in the video. I don't think this camera angle is going to be the one.
And I don't like this angle personally because we're sitting on the other side of the stadium from what you're currently viewing right now. My initial reaction was that Somo got himself into a bind after he was refusing to pass the ball back to his goalkeeper Gomez. He intentionally stuck the ball against the boards and pinned himself there and kind of just lost possession. So let's see what they have to say.
Quick decision being made after just seeing one angle of it.
Usually doesn't mean well.
After review, the call on the field of good goal is upheld.
So the Stars get a goal. Challenge unsuccessful. And the Tacoma Stars are rewarded from Kyle Rivers and the hard work that he put in on the defensive end.
Yeah, and I think that's the right call. Again, from our point of view and our vantage, it just looked like Somo ran out of options, got himself into a tricky situation, and pinned himself against the board. And Kyle Rivers really just held his ground and stuck a foot in at the right moment. There was grabbing, but there's always going to be grabbing. So I like the no change in decision. And we've got we've got a game in our hands here. Nani Mendoza with another huge goal.
So at the 13:31 mark, Empire goes up 6-3. By the time the 12-14 mark rolls around, it's a 1-goal game. You love how quick indoor soccer can change. Here's Stinson. A lot of work to be done for both sides. Empire possessing. Gomez, he's going to go long. Beretta makes the catch. Briscoe had an opening and wanted it, but Beretta plays that ball off of a kick, and it goes all the way to Gomez. Gomez, 3-line infraction. That ball is coming all the way back.
Yeah, the pressure starting to get to the visitors. He was signaling that he wanted his attacker to come to the ball and receive it in the air. Hard to be on the same wavelength. Huge opportunity to level it now. Nani Mendoza standing over the ball.
Mendoza, Cox, Caceres, Ramos, Romero. It's Caceres left foot. It's well wide. Ramos tried to go back for Mendoza. It's intercepted by Stinson. Justin Stinson just misses out on the far post. Cox had his pocket picked by De La Torre. Chavez. He couldn't find a connection. Mendoza and Caceres play back and forth. Beretta under pressure. He goes forward for Romero. Romero's got to come back to it. Lopez back to goal. Lopez turning. Cox diagonal back for Mendoza. Nani Mendoza has been heavily in a very far back defensive position, and it seems today he is trying to capitalize on those late runs in.
Yeah, he's a creator at the moment, and I would have liked to see Lopez there hold onto the ball and allow Romero to go past him.
Here's Na. Nearly lost his dribble. Last second ditch effort. Was able to poke that thing around to Romero. Caceres brings this ball all the way to the boards. Lopez goes around one. Gomez comes out with a great clearance. Stars bench wanted some form of foul called as Lopez went crashing into the boards. Here's Romero on the quick restart. Lopez, that ball rolls under his foot. Battling with Dutra. Ramos. Caceres now. Cox is off your screen forward. Ramos forward. Caceres goes forward. It's Correa and Hansen back. Here's Correa. Correa puts Romalo on the ground. Hansen with the last second tackle. It clears this ball into the stands. Correa wants a foul called as he collided with Romalo.
My reaction was foul as well. I'm surprised not to see it. You see him cheeky nutmeg as he tries to get around him, and he was just bodied as he tried to continue his run.
Hernandez goes long. Powell the target. Somo back for Gomez. Over the head of Jones. Powell! He thighs it down. He hits it. Beretta makes a great save.
Great save might be an understatement. That ball came at him fast, and he got his hands up quickly as well just to tip it over the bar. And in addition to that, he got on the rebound. That's great goalkeeping right there.
Correa goes long. Ramos the target. Hernandez taken off of his feet near the boards. Ramos wants to see a blue card. I don't think that tackle necessitated a boarding call, just a common foul near the wall.
Yeah, he pushes him in the back, and Hernandez feels the pressure, goes down. Very smart take.
Mendoza and Hansen over the ball. Mendoza's going to run over it, take one man out of the wall. Hansen with a driven shot. This ball deflects and goes all the way back to the midway line, and Caceres playing backwards for Beretta. Caceres in trouble. Plays Beretta's feet. Forward for Cox. Stars are trying to dribble their way out of pressure, and that is not going to be favorable.
It all started with a little bit of a loose pass there. An unlikely candidate once more in Juice Cox, but these are unnecessary moments of pressure that they're putting on themselves and wasting very valuable time.
60-second media timeout.
Timeout on the floor. We're going to step aside and take a break. 6-5 Empire Strykers leave. Don't go anywhere. You're watching MASL TV. Empire Strykers leading the Tacoma Stars 6-5. Tacoma's had a little bit more firepower here over the last few minutes. After trailing by 3 goals, they got a 1-goal deficit as it stands. Peyton Barron's Cole Weaver here on MASL TV, live from the Accesso ShoWare Center in Kent, Washington. Tacoma Stars need a little bit more magic. They need a little bit more juice if they want to protect 5-0 at home so far this season.
Yeah, and they've managed to get it done time and time again. We'll see if there's more, as you put it, magic in the tank.
Stinson, Alami. Briscoe gets enough of a poke to push this ball to Nah. Nah turns in between 2 players. Eddie Nah still on the run. He goes to Briscoe. Briscoe tries to play it off the wall. And there goes Briscoe, pushing Diaz into the wall. Briscoe came out with the ball, so he's shocked to see a whistle blown. Talk about Eddie Nah and Kai Briscoe. They are the epitome of the term, a bull in a china shop.
Yes, they are. And it looked like on that challenge, the stadium's not too happy about it, but it looks like Diaz's knee just got caught in between the wall as Kai Briscoe was winning the challenge, and it looked like he talked his way into a yellow card just now.
Not surprising to see. He's going to have to go and sit in the penalty box. Got himself a yellow for dissent. Stars don't have to go down a man, though.
A yellow card has been issued to number 24, Tacoma. 5 minutes for dissent.
That's a long 5 minutes when there's only 7 minutes left in the game as well.
And it's 5 minutes, and then he's not out until the next dead stoppage of the ball. So it's not necessarily at the 2:19 mark he's going to get out. He could very well sit in there for the remainder of the game. Granted, the Stars have a timeout in the back pocket. But it's a 5-on-5. We stay even strength. Hansen for Mendoza. Immediate pressure put on by Empire. Hansen's trying to turn it. Here's a ball into Caceres. He found a pocket of space for Cox, who strikes it. Oh, it was teed up well. He hit it solid, just right down Main Street.
And Hansen did a great job to just take care of the ball. found its way into a shooter's
Hansen with a strike!
What a goal!
He levels it at 6-6. Chase Hansen, who would have thunk?
What a goal, Chase Hansen. We were just talking about him taking care of the ball. Well, how about that for taking care of the ball? Take care of it in the bottom corner, and we're level. I thought the play was dead, and he just rips a rocket from the line. We talked about momentum. We talked about energy. There it is. Powell stands over the ball, ready to get things started again, almost in disbelief. They had a 3-goal lead.
Chase Hansen, a veteran defender on this team. It's his 177th game and just his 21st career goal. And how big of a moment that was for Chase Hansen to level this game. 6:51 to play in regulation. And we're tied at the ShoWare Center. Man, does it feel like last Sunday all over again.
We're back.
Somo in the corner. Na's gonna pick up a foul.
And Kai Briscoe, good friend of mine. I know what he's thinking right now as he's sitting in the box, paying his time, and like you mentioned, he might not even see the field if a stoppage doesn't occur.
Stinson rolls back for Somo. He puts a dangerous ball in. It's well hit, well driven. Just looking for some sort of ugly deflection. Whistle blown off the ball. Hernandez wants a quick restart. He gets it. Powell brings back for Somo. Somo puts it on his right. Wants it back on the left foot. Na falls to the ground. Both teams are going to struggle to get defensive subs here as they're on the long boards defensively. Powell trying to go past Hernandez, pulled back.
I like the matchups that the Stars have imposed here. Carrera on Stinson, Hernandez on Powell.
Gomez into the attack. He's going to take a rip. Na pokes it away. Gomez wanted a foul as Kyle Rivers put pressure on him after the shot. Gomez just pokes it forward. I don't think he realized that Diaz was to his right. Beretta! It beats him on the near post. Yet again. A little deflection that gets all the way through. It crosses up Beretta, and the Strykers take another lead.
Out of nowhere, and deflections can be so cruel.
Oh, Jones just gets a foot on it.
Ramalho just hits a wanting, I don't even know if you could call it a shot. I think it was more so a pass into the corner. And as a goalkeeper, those are sickening. There's nothing you can do about it.
7-6 as it stands. That was our final score last week following the shootout win for the Tacoma Stars.
There's plenty of time left in this game.
Ball goes forward, Hansen chasing it down. If he doesn't do something well, there's two white shirts forward. Caceres plays quick. Cox. And another whistle to slow things down. So the Stars are restarted initially. The quick play by Caceres got brought back. Ball played forward for Ramos. Ramos puts it on his left. His shot. Gomez. Good diving, one-handed save. Gratterall, De Leon trying to battle around the boards. Mendoza flicks it forward. Hansen sticks a toe in. This is trouble. This is dangerous. De Leon goes to his left. De La Torre. Square back for De Leon, who hits a ball, and it's well wide. Ramos is going to look forward.
Good work from Nani Mendoza. He was the last man back there, and he did well just to contain. That's usually the message given by the goalkeeper. Contain and wait for support, and he did just that.
Alami into the attack, takes a strike, it's off Caceres' back. Rivers just knocks it forward for Cox. And Alami traces all the way back to get a toe poke on it. Gomez has his pocket picked, but the deflection carries all the way Justin Simpson. It's back and forth as we go, coast to coast.
We're seeing some tired legs out there now. Stumbles on the ball, misplaced passes. A mistake could be the difference in this game.
Briscoe waits in the penalty box as we are nearing the end of his 5 minutes that he received a yellow card for dissent. Somo in the middle. Chavez. Long ball out of the back. Hernandez had nobody forward. Didn't know where that was going. And Beretta's going to use a timeout with 3 minutes remaining here. The Stars want to try and get 6th attacker on the field. So Briscoe isn't able to use the timeout to his advantage to get out of the penalty box. As it stands, the Stars are trailing by 1. And we'll see if Jamel Cox ends up with the pink jersey on.
Yes, it's time for Tacoma Stars Bongo Game.
Trailing by 1. Tacoma Stars. Cole, who's Tacoma looking to be the hero here? We know that Nani Mendoza was the hero last week. It can't be Nani Mendoza 2 weeks in a row, surely, can it?
He was going to be my answer. He's the X factor. He's got the creativity. He's got the eye for goal. He's got that slyness about him anytime he's on the ball where he's a little bit unpredictable. So I would assume they'll have one more set piece opportunity here by the end of the game. I see that being one of the difference makers. In addition to that, energy is going to be an important factor here. They're going to continue to press and double team in those moments. If they can get out of those double teams with the ball, I see them getting a goal and potentially a second just to finish in normal time.
So I'm sorry, you're predicting a Stars win in regulation right now.
I am.
Currently trailing 1. And then they're going to net 2 goals in regulation. They're going to score with the 6th attacker on. They're going to go to even strength, and they're going to get another.
I am. I'm a believer. They've done it a couple times already this year, and I think they're going to have the ability to get it done. We're seeing Juice Cox with the pink shirt on right now, so they're going to 6 attackers right away. That's what we figured might happen.
Perhaps a little home cooking, I think, Cole.
You know, I have to say, I'm biased. What can I say? I'm from the area. I love the team. I love the players. And I love the sport. And what a performance they've put on here tonight. Fair play to the Strykers. They have come and they have taken care of business. But the Stars are standing tall, and they've got 3 minutes ahead of them to walk away with all the points.
Coming into tonight, Empire Strykers, 2 wins, 6 losses, 5 points. They got a win in regulation and a win in overtime. 1-2 at home, 1-4 on the road. Here's Cox going forward. Anytime you try and high press Cox, he's going to get in behind. Ramos. This is Cox in the 6th attacker, pink shirt. Caceres and Cox switch places. Lopez. Lopez strikes one off the wall. Romero nearly had the open goal opportunity. Cox, I think, thought he was under more pressure than he was. He just lobbed that ball backwards over his own head. Now he's got to retreat back to the goal. He is the Tacoma Stars goalkeeper right now. Romero high press. He wins possession. He's got to wait for help. Mendoza. 2 minutes to play in regulation.
Game-saving block that was, by the way, Peyton. Happened so fast I barely saw who it was, but...
Mendoza. Cox with a strike. It's another great deflection.
That had some sauce on it as well.
Cox here to reset the attack. Lopez. Inward for Ramos. Mendoza scans, curls one. It's just behind Romero. Manzaré taken off of his feet, battling with Caceres. It's the nitty-gritty moments of the game. Ramos turning top of the arc into a double team. Ramos losing possession.
60 seconds.
Caceres. Cox drives one. Lopez in a good spot. He misses. Full field goal, but it's going to be a three-line violation.
Three-line violation.
Gomez tried to go for glory with the kick from his own area. There's 26.5 seconds left. He had the kick on the money, but that ball carried over all three lines. And I think just to be safe, our referees are going to take a look to make sure that that ball did not clear all three lines. That it did. They want to make sure that the right call is upheld. This is not a coach's challenge. This is a referee review. It's a quick review. And we are checking the time on the clock to make sure that there was the appropriate amount of time re-added following Gomez's three-line violation. So 30 seconds gets added. It was at 26.5, so they added 3.5 seconds back onto the clock. Two-man wall. Hansen on the run-up. Goes for Mendoza. Chip ball, Lopez header, Lopez again, it's denied. What a defensive stand. Lopez on the full. Oh man, what a chain of events. It's great defense from the Strykers. The Stars had everything on the doorstep. Lopez gave himself opportunity after opportunity. The Tacoma Stars nearly leveled it at the death yet again. Timeout on the floor. This is going to get Beretta back onto the field with 18.9 seconds remaining in regulation. Gomez, who knows? He might go long, he might play short. There's pros to both sides, there's cons to both sides. When you're trying to kill time, you just sometimes want to throw long, get it to the corner, and get as far away from your goal as possible. On the other side of things, if you want to roll short and then let one of your defenders end up being the one to play long, you're going to end up killing off another second or two, but you got to imagine the Tacoma Stars are coming out with a high press. Here's the tricky part for the Stars. You're not going to have time to get a sub. You have to put on guys defensively that can transition into the offense when you win the ball back and go straight to goal. So right now, those guys are Chase Hansen, Mike Ramos, Kyle Rivers, Adrian Correa, and Logan Jones. Jamel Cox is going to start as the sixth attacker. So the play here for Empire might be to roll this thing out short and try and take a shot, put something near the crossbar that's going to make Cox struggle with an up-high save. I'll say this about MASL soccer. I mean, you never know what you're going to see on any given night. A night that has been so well played by the Empire Strykers is still going to come down to the last 18.9 seconds. Stars are showing full court press. Gomez is going to go with the throw. Throws it out as long as he can. Jones wins a header. This ball caught up in the boards in front of the bench. Whistle blown, 10 seconds remaining. It's a Stars free kick. So let's see what the Stars got up their sleeves. Caceres subs on. Mendoza is on. Hansen lobs it long. Caceres heads it into the area, and this one safely back into the hands for Gomez. That's going to do it. The Empire Strykers on the road. They give the Tacoma Stars their first home defeat of the season. Empire finds just their third win of the year. And that was Sunday night MASL at its finest. Empire building a 3-goal lead. The Tacoma Stars erasing it. Empire coming back to get a game-winning goal. Heck of a fourth quarter. 5 goals in the fourth quarter. 4 goals seen in the third quarter. I mean, that second half was something else. Tacoma Stars dropped their first home game so far this season. And that puts them on a little bit of a losing streak, the Tacoma Stars. 2-game losing streak as they just lost to the Comets on Friday. And we stand by as we wait for our player of the game interview with Cole Weaver down on the field. Next week, Tacoma has back-to-back against Utica City. They find themselves in a similar situation to the Empire Strykers. And let's hear from our very own Cole Weaver. He's got Chase Hansen next to him.
Chase, it came down to the wire. Let's talk personal for a moment. We'll talk big picture about the team. 177 career games, 21 goals, first on the season. What a goal that was. You don't have a lot of time as that ball's coming to you. What were you thinking in those split seconds?
Yeah, I practice that all day. I just don't pull up in games, and today I was like, I got to pull up. So just worked on the technique and closed my eyes and fucking went in.
I love it. One thing that stood out to me quickly on a personal note, you were really playing the role of quarterback today. Some of your passing was immaculate for the course of the entire game, so credit to you for that. On a bigger picture, obviously you guys have had a very strong start at home, not the result we were looking for here tonight. I'd imagine the message going forward, let's get back to business and let's get the job done next time out. Any kind of quick thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, we got a quick turnaround. We know this is a 24-game season that happens in 3 months, so there's really no time to rest. We got to get back to practice, and we got 2 games next weekend, Saturday, Sunday, so really quick turnaround. Also, moms and dads, sorry for cursing. A lot of emotions I'm feeling right now, so please forgive me.
No, credit to you, sir, and we'll be back here next weekend, and good luck this week of training.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cole, and thank you, Chase Hansen.
Thanks to Cole and Chase for that post-game interview. Apologies for any of the language that was heard there. We're going to step aside, take a quick break. We wrap up here. It's the Empire Strykers 7, the Tacoma Stars 6. Stay around for highlights and post-game right after this.
Out here in the Pacific Northwest, every jersey is made with care right here at home. Crafted for the Tacoma Stars and teams across the nation. Built to perform on the big stage. I'm proud to wear Protype Sports, the official uniform supplier of the Tacoma Stars.
Go Stars!
Welcome to Zenith Sports and Techie. I'm Paul Hansen.
And I'm Philip Luntz. So what's special about the Techie ball is a size 3, but a weight of a size 5, which would make it challenging and fun to use. Like Paul said, doing practices on your own time.
What I know about this ball is whether you're starting out at age 5, or you're an old fart like me, or a younger fart like Philip. This ball is something that's going to take your ability when you practice with it and then go use a regulation ball. It's going to increase your comfort, increase your technical ability, increase your speed. Welcome to Techie.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
Welcome back into the Accesso ShoWare Center in Kent, Washington. Peyton Barons, Cole Weaver. The Tacoma Stars take their first home loss of the season to the Empire Strykers, and we had a good one on our hands tonight. I mean, this was MASL at its finest. We saw bangers of goals all night long. We saw a deficit get erased. It was a great comeback by the Tacoma Stars. It was competitive. It was action-packed. Players were flying everywhere. I mean, it had it all.
Yeah, goals galore, and we're watching them here on repeat. Powell was a thorn in the side of the Stars all night, in my eyes, player of the game, and obviously his team took all the points, but what a goal that was as well off the set piece from the Juice. But in my opinion, oh, what a celebration that is. I don't even know what that is there.
Oh, Briscoe. And Kai Briscoe, right? He takes the yellow card, and we don't see Kai Briscoe after the 7-minute mark of that game. What a difference does Kai Briscoe make sitting in the penalty box for the remaining 7 minutes and 19 seconds of the game tonight?
Yeah, he brings energy. He brings pressing. He brings the clinical component, and he brings a defensive presence that's just so imposing. And, you know, I had a chance to chat with him just briefly, and I mentioned on air how frustrating he must be in the booth, and I can confirm that after chatting with him. You know, the Stars, they put everything on the table today, and they almost got it done. It's a little bit of a heartbreak, but there's a lot of positives that can be taken away from this game. A lot of really great defensive resiliences, individual efforts, and we're coming to my favorite, the rocket from Chase Hansen. What a goal that was. And right at the death as well. The Stars had so many quick opportunities and just really great defensive work from the Strykers, has to be said. Key blocks in key areas, and they got the job done.
Tacoma Stars fall to 5-4 on the season following tonight's 7-6 loss to the Empire Strykers. The Tacoma Stars play back-to-back next weekend, January 24th, January 25th. They're hosting Utica City FC. Hopefully that's a 6-point weekend for the Tacoma Stars, and we'll be here for both of those nights, both that action, all that action, right here on MASL TV. Thanks to everyone back at Mission Control. We'll see you next week. Have a good night, everybody.
Let's go. I see you staring, but don't want no smoke. I hear you talking, but I'm here for the show. Don't get it twisted, baby, I snatch souls. If you murder, she roll. 1, 2, 3, let's go. I see you staring, but don't want no smoke. I hear you talking, but I'm here for the show. Don't get it twisted, baby, I snatch souls. If you murder, she roll. 1, 2, 3, let's go. I see you staring, but don't want no smoke. I hear you talking, but I'm here for the show.
Society has an obligation to help others when others are struggling. Families can become distressed because they lose their father. Now a mother's forced to raise their 3 children. How does she get a job? How does she create the means to take care of her kids?
For nearly 30 years, National Core and Hope Through Housing have changed the lives of hundreds of thousands of individuals, providing housing, offering hope, transforming communities. National Core and Hope Through Housing, building the future of community.